Don't discount yourself no matter what you're doing. Everyone has a unique perspective that they can bring to the world. Mark Zuckerberg. Don't discount yourself no matter what you're doing. Everyone has a unique perspective that they can bring to the world. Mark Zuckerberg. I think a simple rule of business is, if you do the things that are easier first, then you can actually make a lot of progress. Mark Zuckerberg. If you don't risk anything, you risk everything. Mark Zuckerberg. If things aren't breaking, then you're not moving fast enough. People learn by making mistakes. Mark Zuckerberg. When you want to change things, you can't please everyone. If you do please everyone, you aren't making enough progress. Mark Zuckerberg. People think innovation is just having a good idea, but a lot of it is just moving quickly and trying a lot of things. Mark Zuckerberg. If you actually do something you love, it's a lot easier and takes on a lot more purpose. Mark Zuckerberg. The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that's changing really quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. Mark Zuckerberg. Move fast, take risks. It's okay to try big things. You're better off trying something and having it not work and learning from that than having not done anything at all. Mark Zuckerberg. My number one piece of advice is, you should learn how to program. Mark Zuckerberg. Find that thing you are super passionate about. Mark Zuckerberg. If we want to have the biggest impact, the best way to do this is to make sure we always focus on solving the most important problems. Mark Zuckerberg. People influence people. Nothing influences people more than a recommendation from a trusted friend. A trusted referral influences people more than the best broadcast message. A trusted referral is the holy grail of advertising. Mark Zuckerberg. The trick isn't adding stuff, it's taking away. Mark Zuckerberg. You grow more when you get more people's perspective. Mark Zuckerberg. The trick isn't adding stuff, it's taking away. Mark Zuckerberg. You grow more when you get more people's perspective. Move fast and break things. Unless you are breaking stuff, you are not moving fast enough. Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg. My goal was never to just create a company. A lot of people misinterpret that as if I don't care about revenue or profit or any of those things. But what not being just a company means to me is not being just that. Building something that actually makes a really big change in the world. Mark Zuckerberg. Having two identities for yourself is an example of a lack of integrity. Mark Zuckerberg quotes, I would only hire someone to work directly for me if I was willing to work for that person. Mark Zuckerberg. The most important thing is to keep your team as small as possible. Mark Zuckerberg. I'm trying to make the world a more open place by helping people connect and share. Mark Zuckerberg. The most important thing is to keep your team as small as possible. Mark Zuckerberg. I'm trying to make the world a more open place by helping people connect and share. Mark Zuckerberg. In a world that's changing so quickly, you're guaranteed to fail if you don't take any risks. Mark Zuckerberg. Simply put, we don't build services to make money. We make money to build better services. Mark Zuckerberg. Building a mission and building a business go hand in hand. Mark Zuckerberg. Don't discount yourself, no matter what you're doing. Mark Zuckerberg. I'm here to build something for the long term. Anything else is a distraction. Mark Zuckerberg. Almost any mistake you can make in running a company, I've probably made. Mark Zuckerberg. There is a huge need and a huge opportunity to get everyone in the world connected, to give everyone a voice, and to help transform society for the future. The scale of the technology and infrastructure that must be built is unprecedented, and we believe this is the most important problem we can focus on. Mark Zuckerberg. It is really important for us that people understand what the strategy is, and that the real approach is to make everything social, not to build a vertical approach. Mark Zuckerberg. I generally think if you do good things for people in the world, that comes back and you benefit from it over time. Mark Zuckerberg. Young people are just smarter. Mark Zuckerberg. When you give everyone a voice and give people power, the system usually ends up in a really good place. So, what we view our role as is giving people that power. Mark Zuckerberg. I got my first computer in the 6th grade or so. As soon as I got it, I was interested in finding out how it worked and how the programs worked, and then figuring out how to write programs at just deeper and deeper levels within the system. Mark Zuckerberg.